This is
Jay the Technician.
and this is
JD. Boom.
and we're coming to you on behalf of PivotPointInvestors, where we help the everyday investor invest in real estate and stock market to achieve financial security. Hello, I'm AC Cash and this is
JD. Boom.
and we're here on behalf of PivotPointInvestors, where we help the small investors grow his or her nest egg by way of real estate investment and stock investment. So today we're continuing on in that conversation about building your wealth and understanding the cornerstones of a good financial plan. You know,
Absolutely.
people write in, they call all the time, and they ask questions about where do I start? But if you're building a house, you can't build it on a mud bed. You can't build on the ocean unless you're staking deep into the ocean, on the bed of the ocean,
That's
in
right.
order to get a good foundation.
That's right.
So when we talk about the cornerstones of a good financial plan,
That's right.
somewhere to grow your wealth, we got to start with these areas. And we got a financial expert. We got JD Boom in the
thank you,
house.
sir. Thank
That's
you,
right.
sir.
A financial person who's been in finances for 20 years. I've been messing in these areas for 30 years, and
That's right.
together we're going to give you a little information that we've learned over the years.
Absolutely.
So JD Boom, we're talking about the cornerstones of a good financial plan.
Absolutely.
So as a financial advisor, if you're building a financial plan for somebody, where would we start?
So when years is focused as a wealth manager, the number one cornerstone of any good financial plan, if it's any good plan worth their salt, cash, they're gonna talk about life insurance.
All right.
And that's not sexy.
No, it's
People
not
don't want to
sexy.
talk about
No,
it
who's
because they
talking about
think death insurance.
Death.
They don't think life
I
insurance.
mean, it's just not the Barry Jimmy.
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
thinking die collect.
Okay.
Like most people, die
Okay.
collect.
Die, collect the bread.
Die a beneficiary collector bread. They don't even get benefit.
Yeah, because you did.
So it's like I'm playing for somebody else.
Okay.
They're gonna live hog to hog on my money.
Okay.
And I'm asleep, I'm gone, I'm
Okay.
on the other side.
Okay.
That ain't sexy. That's not appealing. Because
Okay.
most people don't want to talk about their mortality.
All right.
But what's the flip side? The flip side is when I would sit with a single mom
Mm-hmm.
that's African American,
Mm-hmm.
none of the fathers are involved,
Right.
she doesn't trust her family. What mode does she have to create millionaires
Okay.
or even thousandaires
Okay.
to take care of life's expenses for those children?
Okay. Okay.
What other mode does she have if she shuns life insurance because I don't want to think about dying?
Okay. Because I ain't gonna die, am
Because
I?
I ain't gonna die.
Okay.
But she controls that, right?
Yeah.
You control that, I control that.
No
Like,
time doesn't wait for anybody.
oh.
Sooner or later, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,
You
even
hold,
100.
you hold,
You may
but
do this, sir.
you hold.
Okay, so when we talk about life insurance, we're saying don't look at it as death insurance.
Right. I mean,
We're
there
not looking
is
at
a
it-
so I'll say this. There's
Mhm.
different buckets of life insurance, like everything else in life. It's not just all life insurance, right?
Okay, but we can't do all the buckets.
We're not gonna go into
So
the
give me
buckets today.
part of the
I'm just gonna say.
Mhm.
So a term, a basic vanilla pure term,
Mhm.
is die collect.
Okay, die, collect.
Die
Okay.
beneficiaries collect.
Okay.
Die beneficiary collect.
Okay.
Whether it's a 5-year term, 10-year term, 20-year term, term meaning the duration of the policy.
Okay.
So if you don't die in that time period,
Mhm.
there is no collection.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, the insurance company gets to keep all that premium.
That's
So,
right.
so that's why they love term.
Okay, insurance companies love terms.
Insurance companies
Okay,
love, it's the
so we got to
number
get at
one
it. We got to
money
get
maker.
at it. So we're talking about the cornerstones. So
Yeah.
we're saying the individual is part of one of the cornerstones for them to create generational wealth. A good
Yeah.
financial plan
Absolutely.
is some sort of insurance, and we're talking particularly life insurance in this
Absolutely.
case.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to term, insurance companies like term insurance because you pay, and then if you stop paying, then they keep the money.
Yeah.
They pay, and then you die eventually, and then you pay the benefit. So,
But really, the biggest reason they like it is
Mhm.
numbers.
Mhm.
Less than 3% of any
3%.
basic term policy pays out.
3% pays out. That looks like the house wins 97% of the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so there's other types of life insurance.
So-
just give us those names.
So I'm
real
gonna
quickly.
hit the bullets,
Mhm.
right? So a convertible term is what I recommend.
Okay.
So that means that's a term that you can convert to a permanent plan, right?
Okay.
And that can last you your whole life. It's multiple reasons why you want to do that.
Mhm.
Number one reason is most of the ones that I've sold over the years, you don't waste your money.
Okay.
So some of them, 100% of the premium dollars you put in, you can convert towards a permanent plan.
Okay. And so that's a convertible term.
Absolutely.
We won't dive deep into it,
Not
but
gonna
we
dive
understand having that kind of structure and talking to your insurance advisor, your financial advisor,
Right.
in order to get a deeper understanding of
Absolutely.
it is where you should turn. But that's
Right.
one of the components.
That's one.
Another component is
Another component is whole life. And whole life is controversial, right? When I first got into business years and years ago, right? My first foray was with Primerica. You know, great company. Their whole thing is by term investor difference. Now, when I was with them, I just, all I talked is all I spoke, and I bled it, right? But I didn't understand other components of the industry. I didn't understand other companies. I didn't understand other parts and how they work. And so once I got understanding and I got more depth and breadth to my experience in the insurance industry, I came to understand that wasn't quite for me.
So when you're talking about life insurance,
Yeah.
we talked about the term. We talked about the convertible.
It's convertible term.
Convertible
so
term.
then there is cash value life insurance where you
Yes,
have
right.
whole life, index universal life, guaranteed universal life, you have variable universal life. Those
Oh,
are
man, that's a
different.
lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
Okay.
whole lot, right?
Okay.
And so some of it, all of it is not good.
Mm-hmm.
But the premier companies are the ones I focus on, which is good. And we got historical data back to the Great Depression
Okay.
to explain and to make a good argument on why you need it in your portfolio.
Okay, so it's one of the components
Absolutely.
for a good financial plan.
Absolutely.
We know we got to have insurance.
Absolutely.
We got it for a car. We got it for a house. We got it for renters insurance.
Cell phones.
Everything, that's
so,
right.
so a cell phone is more important than you?
Right. So now we just need to know what type of insurance is best for
Right.
us, whether we just death benefit or something that can convert into a financial asset for us.
Absolutely.
So we cover life insurance.
That's right.
Now, what else is another cornerstone of a good financial
Hey,
plan?
stocks, bonds, mutual funds. You
Okay.
know, they're known as paper assets in the actual industry. They're up and down, and that's why they're known as paper assets. But beautiful. You gotta have them.
You gotta
have them.
And we're Pivot Point Investors.
We're Pivot
You know we
Point.
believe in stocks, bonds, mutual
Absolutely.
funds, but
Listen.
we definitely believe in that stock.
When I was a junior rep at Merrill Lynch, and I just got in, I learned the Wall Street adage: stocks help you eat,
Okay.
bonds help you sleep. You
Okay.
gotta eat and sleep to live.
Okay. I get it.
I learned that at Merrill Lynch.
Okay, and so if we cover that, and that's
Yeah.
one of the big bullish
That's
about
right.
Merrill Lynch.
That's
You
right.
know, they're bullish.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so you're covering your life insurance, so you got one part of your foundation. Now you're covering stock investment, bond investment, mutual fund investments, so you have a strong pillar underneath your house to fortify your foundation.
Yep.
So where we go from there is
Yep.
you go to my side of the family.
Oh boy,
You come
your
to-
favorite.
You come into the real estate, and that's important because guaranteeably, however long you intend on living, 50 years, 100 years, you're gonna have to live somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're a nomad going through the country picking up berries and grapes and
Backpacking
fruit,
and yeah.
you're going to live somewhere.
Yeah.
And guaranteedly, 30 years ago, you can't pay the same rent as you can today.
That's true.
If it was 400 then, it's 1200 today easily. And so that's when you talk about real estate, you're talking about getting that third leg of your financial foundation, that foundation that you
Easy.
need.
My
in real
parents'
estate.
first house they bought in '73 before I was born.
Okay.
$13,000.
13. I'm sure you can go out and get that same house, maybe 15,000 today. I'm
Nah,
sure.
man.
No.
It's
No?
over. That's
Okay.
over 200.
You're
today.
in a couple of hundred
It's over
plus some
200.
change.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well over 200.
And
yeah.
that's what we have to understand about real estate. It's a get it today because tomorrow it's a new game. You either paying more in rent or you have greater value in equity if you bought it early.
That's
so
right.
that's that third pillar. And the next thing that we believe in here
Absolutely.
at Pivot Point Investors
Yes.
is small business.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're either going to work for somebody or you're going to work for yourself.
That's right.
Now, you can have your own company and still be kind of working for your clients because you can only do as much as your two hands will allow you
Absolutely.
to do. But that's why you have employees to help you lift a heavier load.
That's right.
But one way or the other, small business is that fourth part of that pillar.
That's right.
Now, that doesn't mean everybody has to run out and start their own company, But you have to understand when you're talking about a foundation, a wealth creation plan. Excuse me, we're all on a planet Earth.
Yeah.
But a wealth creation plan
Yeah.
is getting small business, getting yourself a small business.
Absolutely.
Because the ceiling is higher than a 9-to-5 job at whose ever job you work at. So
Not only the
that's
ceiling is higher, the tax code is created for entrepreneurs and small business owners.
Loves
So
enterprising
yeah,
people.
so
That's
I
right.
don't know about y'all, but I don't like Uncle Sam like that. Like
Uncle
I don't
Sam,
like it from the
that's not
tax
your
side.
cousin? You don't
Not
like
from
him?
the tax standpoint.
Okay.
I like Uncle Sam and what the benefits of the United States government gives me with the military,
Okay.
protection,
Okay.
you know,
Build the roads and
build
bridges.
roads and bridges,
Oh, that's good.
freedom of advancement,
And they fund it through taxes.
absolutely.
And we believe in paying our
We pay our fair share.
Fair.
Yes,
is an
sir.
operative word.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not one penny
Okay.
more. Not one penny more.
Okay, so we believe in that.
Yes.
So here we're just dropping a dime, talking about the cornerstones of a good financial plan.
Yeah.
And we believe it starts with life insurance.
Yes.
We
absolutely.
believe secondarily you should believe in,
Stocks, bonds, mutual funds,
and then
paper assets.
Pivot Point Investors, we believe in
Real
real
estate.
estate. And as a fourth leg of that foundation for your financial plan, we believe in small business entrepreneurship. So that's what we believe in. That's what we advocate.
That's right.
You know, there can be variations here or there.
Oh, absolutely.
But
You could tweak
definitely,
it. Yeah.
you handle that, your house is going to stand.
Yeah.
So get your information wherever you find a credible source. But here at Pivot Point Investors, we believe in these 4 pillars of a good financial plan, and we're going to recommend that for you too. JD Boom, you good?
I'm good, sir.
Okay, so on behalf of Pivot Point Investors, I'm AC Cash, and this is
JD, boom!
and we come to you from Pivot Point Investors, where we want all your investments to be profitable ones. Take care.